Okay, so if you look above me now, that's like 12, 14 foot high. Really strong regrowth on this. What we've got here is the 2 and 1 year regrowth on the short rotation Willow Coppice. As you can see, I thinned this section out last year to 3 stems on each one. Now what we have got, unfortunately, is a bit of deer damage, and that's from the little muntjacks that keep hanging around here. This first section's dead easy actually, don't need to do much at all. What I'm going to do is just thin it back to 3 stems. So some they've put out some more growth, I'm just going to snip that off. All I've got for this next job is a pair of secateurs, a little folding saw and some gloves. So I'm going to thin these off. Any shoots that I see that I want to get rid of can go. Probably quite a good example actually of what's happened here. It's kind of got a lot of regrowth down here, but we can just snip up a lot of the regrowth. And I want to be snipping these off as near to the base as possible. Not always possible, but just prevent the tree getting any disease and stuff. Because if you leave nibs, they kind of die back, and you've got a lot of dead wood then that can rot on the tree. Now this isn't for biomass. If you're doing it for biomass, you want more stems. Because we're going for firewood, 3 seems to be the magic number. There you go, you can see how we've got into there now. Cleared that stem out and move on to the next one. It looks like this one has been properly damaged by the deer. It's broken down there. Whether they're rubbing against it, I don't know. But kind of annoying. But it doesn't need much else doing to it, so we'll just leave it, see what happens. Might only be a 2-stem one now. Here's kind of what's nice about stuff like this willow coppice. So this oak tree has self-set, cut quite naturally. It's growing quite strongly because it's surrounded by these willow trees. I'll leave it in, see what happens. Might replace one of these giant oaks I've got around the place one day, or might get cut down. But at the moment, it can stay. Okay, so what we've got here is the 1 year regrowth, which I really like. Okay, so if you look above me now, that's like 12, 14 foot high. Really strong regrowth on this. And that's a bit of like choosing your favorite babies. You want to leave 3 stems, or we're going to for this. This one obviously takes a bit longer than the year before. So what we want to look for is probably the strongest growing ones, spaced reasonably far apart from each other, and with no deer damage. We'll save these, so we can use these either to plant again, but they're nice, straight, and very whippy growth. So they're going to come in for lots of projects in the garden and around the small holding in the next few months, I'm sure. But we'll make bundles of them up. Some of these grown so well, we'll use the saw to thin them out. There we go, 1 stump done, about 25 more to go, but it doesn't take long, and this is all I've got to do to it this year. There we go, 3 again. It's nice to get this job done kind of as soon as I felled the other lot, knowing that this is done, because it is kind of time critical. It needs to be done while it's all dormant. I don't want to be doing this or missing a year. I want it to look right, and I want it to be right. It's my own little experiment to see how things do, and if I don't do it right, then I'll regret it. Obviously it's tricky because, you know, trying to find time for things that seem like non-essential is really difficult. Now ideally I'd like to leave that one in. So you can see it's either been chewed or been rubbed. The same with this one. And they are the biggest ones on this tree, but we'll take them out and leave the healthier ones to kind of thrive. Okay, that's the maintenance done for another year. Really easy to do. Just kind of prune down the one last year's cut. The year before, just have a look over, thin it out if it needs it, which you didn't need much of. It's probably taken me about an hour in total to do these two little plots. Obviously got to get rid of some brash now on the third little spot. But, you know, there's not much to do every year. It's quite low maintenance and, you know, that's something to really enjoy. I don't worry too much about weed pressure or anything like that. Once they leaf up, they kind of shield it out, and now they're strong enough and vigorous enough to kind of grow away. It's amazing as well, the extra materials I can get from it. You know, we quite often use it for pinch bits for scouts. I come down here and get things for the chicken coops and for perches and stuff like that. There's always something you can use, so you kind of grow in your own materials, which is really cool as well. And obviously you've got things like forage for goats and stuff like that, if you had those kind of animals for browsing. So willow's a really versatile material, and you know, I think it's great. I don't regret putting it. It's only a little pot, I know that it's not a huge area, but I don't regret putting this in at all. I think it's been really interesting, really fun, and although it doesn't provide huge amounts of firewood, it still provides some, and just a good thing to do really. Creates another little ecosystem on the small holding. Thanks for watching this guys, and I'll see you next time.